some might say it was a bit of a messy batting performance from Afghanistan while playing in the cleanest city of India, but this man on the show, Rohan Gavaskar, hits the bullseye every time.
Lottery number 6, 12.
We need to have a conversation just after this. Yes, we have to have a conversation.
Well, the markets open at 8:30 tomorrow morning, so we must have a long chat with him.
Long chat with him before that, absolutely.
Yeah. A quick look at the match summary so far. India won the toss, chose to bowl first. And here's what happened. At one stage, when Gulbuddin Naeeb was promoted up the order, was on song, one thought, well, 200 very much on the cards, but it wasn't to be. 3 wickets in that last over, a very expensive over for India, the 19th, which surprisingly Shivam Dube bowled. But we look at the positives for now. Arshdeep Singh finishing up with 3 for 32. Gulbuddin Naeeb, the top scorer, 172 on the board. Not enough, given the ground dimensions and the pitch.
Yeah, I don't think it should really be a hard chase for India. I think 172, if India bat half decently, they should chase it. With the kind of batting talent and batting ability that the Indian team possesses, I don't think this should be a hard chase.
There's hardly ever any partnership that went on for as long as it should have.
I think that's the point. The two things that I think what I liked about them was they were very positive. They went hard from the start, and even when they lost wickets, they realized there's no point making 150, 160. We have to try and go 200. They got all out. That's okay.
Yeah.
The only thing was they never built partnerships. Not a single partnership exceeded 34, 35. And I think that's the problem, that in every phase of play, if you keep consistently losing wickets, you're not going to have momentum.
Yeah.
Look at the reverse. Indians knew that on a ground which is 62, 65, you cannot contain a side.
Yeah.
The only way to slow them down is to get wickets.
Yep.
And I think India did that very successfully. Because see, you just walk up and you loft the ball, it's going to go out of the ground.
Yep.
So you have to just bowl wicket taking. You're going to take more risks, you're going to go for more runs, but you're going to get wickets. You need to get wickets.
There was one issue that they did sort out. They had a far better power play today. 58, I think it was, in 6. They had 81 for 3 in the first 10. So they did that right. But they needed one guy to stay on for a lot longer. Naeeb scored the runs, got out. Nabi didn't have a great game either. Ibrahim Zadran at the top. Once again, another failure. Gurbaz isn't scoring runs. So, as they say in Hindi, dahi jam nahi raha, sir.
See, I just want to go back to the point that Joy was making about partnerships. Having a 30, 35, 40 run partnership is fine if you've got 4 or 5 of them happening.
Yeah.
But if your highest partnership is 35, that's also fine. But if all your other partnerships are, you have a look at this, 7, 6, that doesn't work. 13.
Yeah.
What you need really is, on a pitch like this, on any other pitch, if you have this kind of partnership, when you got to 170, 180, you think, okay, job half decently done. But when ground dimensions are small, it's a flat batting surface, you've got to get to 200. Then you need one of your partnerships which are like that 20, 30 to go on to about 50, 55, 60.
Yeah.
That's key.
Did the first half of that last game, when they batted, did that play on their minds?
No, but see, they lost the same number of wickets. They were 21, 22 runs ahead.
Yeah.
So I don't think that's the problem. The problem is that, just when partnerships were starting to... And look at the batsmen again. Leave that 57 aside. 23 from Najimullah, 20 from Karim Jannat, 21 from Mujib. Everyone's got going, but not quite got going. Nobody's finished it. They've got going. They've hit a couple of shots, but then nobody's gone and got a big one. And that's my big problem out here. That on a surface like this, again, Rohan's point is absolutely right. That this is a good total or a good kind of batting performance on a pitch that's testing and challenging. For a pitch that normally looks like it's laid by the municipal corporation and a ground that's smaller than most school grounds, this is a problem.
Whose job is it to stay longer in this lineup? If you see Naeeb clearly, Nabi, clearly the most experienced player. Is it the captain himself? Is it Gurbaz?
No, absolutely not. It is the guy whose day it is.
Yeah.
It's your day. You've got off to a start. It's your job to stay this thing. You can't pinpoint this responsibility on the captain or the most experienced player. Yeah. All the batters are there for a reason because you've got batting ability. Yeah. Some days it'll be your day, some days it won't be.
Yep.
And then that's when your teammate makes up for it.
Yep.
That's why it's a team game.
Yep.
So whoever's there, whoever's got set, he's got to assess those conditions. He's got to assess that, listen, I've got to try and make sure my team gets to about 190, 195, which means that I have to, I'm hitting it well, I'm striking it well now, I've got to make this count.
And the man that was hitting it really well got out in the 12th over. Gulbadin Naib, he seemed to have found the right rhythm, clearly liberated by the fact that he was sent up the order, Joy. He was sent in at number 3, and that seemed to sort of unlock a different gear.
I think he attacked, he did exactly what he was supposed to. They used him like a... he didn't bat in the last effort. That means he floats in their batting order, 7, 8, can bat 3, 4. So when he's come up front means his job was to enforce. And he did that really, really well.
Yep.
And I think you can't fault him for his 57 because his job was to create havoc and destruction, go after every bowler.
Yeah.
I think the problem was that having given them that, the others could not then take advantage of the fact that he's going great guns, get themselves set and move. Rohan's made a very big point, Saurav Ganguly used to say that in Kolkata Knight Riders also. He used to say, look, if you nick off and get out in the first over, you get out for 2, 3, it's not your day. You get a beauty of a ball or you're just going for a shot. But if you got 10, 15, 20 and you're set, after that, if you throw your wicket away, that's a problem for the team. Because the format of T20 cricket does not allow every player to get set.
Yeah.
Because you can't
don't have that luxury.
You don't have the time to play yourself in.
Gulbadin Naib, has Afghanistan found the right man for number 3 in this format? Because this was a rare day when he was sent up the order, Rohan. So given that he's played this kind of innings against a big team like India, playing in India, he's shown the temperament and the skill. Would you look at him as a more regular fixture for Afghanistan at 3? Because, well, the proof of the pudding is in the
I think, again, I think he was sent up the order at number 3 because of the pitch and the ground dimensions.
Okay.
Different ground, different pitch, different conditions, maybe not. You may not send him at number 3. You may keep him lower down to have that, real handy sort of aggressive player. In this, where they feel that you've got to get to 200, they've said, okay, listen, you go out there, you swing your bat as hard as you can, and, hopefully we'll get there. So I think it's the conditions, the ground, all of that, taking all of that into account, I think. But look, as you said, the proof of the pudding is eating. He's done well. We spoke about Shivam Dube in the last game. All you can do as a player is when you get the opportunity, take it with both hands. When opportunity knocks, invite him or her for dinner. So that's what he's done. He said, listen, I've taken my opportunity. Now I'm leaving the decision whether you want to send me at 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever is up to the captain, team management. But I've done my chances, no harm.
Akshar Patel has done exactly what Rohan Gavaskar has said. When the opportunity knocked, he bowled all 4 overs on the trot and he was in such great control. Look at that, 11 dot balls, 2 wickets, gave away just 17 in his 4.
Absolutely. And I think it was 8th, 10th, 12th and 14th. I think those were the overs that he bowled. And what I loved about it was that those were difficult times for India because when he came in, he was going full form at that point. Gulbadin was going full form. So I think what you'll see out here, and again, this tells you 9.66 and 7.75, they're still going strong. And it's at 11 to 15 that we got them back. But at the stage he came in, he really controlled it. And then if you notice his second phase, 12 and 14 are at that phase where they gave away just 5.6. Very, very good bowling. Also using the conditions well. If you notice, a lot of the wickets have come to slower balls from Shivam Dube, also back of the hand. From him also, just bowling that teasing length where the batsman wants to jump out at you, but is not quite sure he'll reach. And I think he was absolutely fantastic. Again, I'm saying, what are we looking at? The Indian team is not solving for winning this series. The Indian team is solving for who gets on the flight to New York. And I think you look at a performance like that, if you're going to play in those conditions, you're going to play more spinning all-rounders, okay? And I think he's done his chances no harm at all.
And that's, I suppose, reflects in the fact that Rohit Sharma went to Shivam Dube for the 19th over when Mukesh Kumar still had 2 overs left. It might have been a bit surprising because you see in this bowling card, Mukesh still had 2 left and yet he went to Shivam Dube for the 19th.
Not surprising at all. It's been done in the past. Rohit's done this in the past. I remember, I think it was, okay, my memory is a little distinct, but it was either a T20 or an ODI in the West Indies. He didn't give Bhuvneshwar Kumar when Bhuvneshwar had overs left. And I remember him talking to me after the game and saying, listen, we know what Bhuvi can do. We've seen Bhuvi do this for the last 4 or 5 years. We want to check, it was a youngster, I think it was Avesh or someone who bowled this thing over, and he said, we want to test Avesh out. We want to check what these younger guys can do. And that's why it was not surprising that Shivam bowled the 19th over.
Yeah, well, Ravi Bishnoi had a slightly off day as well, but more on that in the post-game show. 173 to chase for India to win their 15 consecutive T20 international series at home. Enough time for predictions. You've got to make one, not allowed to retire.
Well, I've got my right for this one. So one a day. Do you want to talk about the markets tomorrow that you can't exhaust all my luck?
We'll let Rohan be. The markets are more important, now, shall we? Joy decides. He's a senior pro.
I think we will forgive him everything right now. Okay, I'm going 52.
52 in the power play. I'm going to go with 75. Jaiswal and Rohit Sharma, 75 for no loss. In the power play, still tempted?
69.
Well done. Thank you very much.
Interesting number.
Tradition continues. Yes,
Wine dine.
we shall wrap and we'll see you at the 10 over mark on Cricbuzz Combox. Bye for now.